Hello, SCPA. I'm Adrian Antonio.
And I am Mary Lear, and we're welcoming you back to another episode of The Surface.
Now that we're finally back with regular episodes, let's get the show started. Mary, I think this is where you come in.
That's right. So, Adrian, tell us what's going on above the surface.
Well, Mary, we have a few fundraisers this week for some of our lovely classes. The junior class of 2022's fundraiser at Ding T National City started today and will end on the 16th. When purchasing, make sure to show the flyer shown on your screen to the cashier in order for 30% of your order to go towards our juniors. Also happening this week is the sophomore class of 2023's fundraiser at Creamistry National City. And once again, make sure to show the flyer shown on your screen in order for a portion of your order to go towards our sophomores. Boba and ice cream. Who doesn't love that? Wonderful week. Make sure to go support our classes. In March 2020, SCPA's stunning production of In the Heights was unfortunately cut off as a result of the pandemic. But In the Heights is returning and will continue on. For more information, refer to the flyer shown on your screen and contact Kat Banman. Auditions are due by next Sunday, so make sure to get your ticket to Washington Heights. Speaking of auditions, The Surface is still continuing its search for its next hosts. Mary and I will be sad to leave, but like the common phrase in the show business says, the show must go on. And summer intensives are coming up too. As we mentioned In the Heights earlier, we also have to remember that there's an intensive for that. So for more information, refer to the website levelupsandiego.org to find out more about summer arts intensives. And that's what's been going on above the surface. Mary?
Wow, so many fun things happening. It's always great to hear what students at SCPA have got going on and how they've stayed busy during this weird time. You know, everyone's really making the best of their remaining years at our wonderful school, which brings me to the topic of today's episode. We are going to be focusing on the graduating class of 2021 and talking about their plans once they leave SCPA.
We love to hear what our viewers, the students of SCPA, have to say. Most of the time, this means we'll send out a survey and read student responses.
But not this week. Instead, we are going to have seniors who watch the show discuss questions with us live. We've had a lot of upperclassmen on the show since Adrian and I are both seniors, but we just wanted to take a moment and speak to the students who are just starting to think about their lives post-graduation. You know, we all know the stress of starting to think about what you're going to do after high school. You become more and more independent as you grow up. You know, of course, luckily I'm a senior and those feelings are a thing of the past, so it sucks for everyone else that still needs to think about it. I'm kidding, of course, you know, I understand that stress, and we all still experience those fears now. So know that you're not alone going into this process and experiencing those emotions. High school is a stressful time all around.
I too am a senior and will be graduating alongside Mary, but I'm sure you've heard enough from us already. So it's time to bring on today's guests, Zara Linsky, Ali Rakino, Alexa Borja, and Arlette Rualcaba.
Welcome, everybody. So great to see everyone. I think that we're just going to start off. I know that Adrian just said all of your names, but if you could just introduce yourselves and tell us what your major is at SCPA. Zara, we can start with you.
Hi, my name is Zara Linsky. I'm a career writing major at SCPA.
Great. Welcome. Next, we can have Ali introduce themselves. Go ahead.
Hi, my name is I pursue acting here at SCPA. And plan to go to Carnegie Mellon School of Drama for my post-secondary education.
So exciting. Glad to have you back, by the way. You are our second time that we've had a repeat guest on the show. So if you haven't, make sure to check out the other episode where we talked with Ali, and we'll move on to Alexa. Alexa, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Alexa, and I am a fine arts major at SCPA.
Great. So good to have you on, and then we'll wrap it up with Arlette. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Arlette, and I'm a musical theater major at SCPA.
Great. Following up with that, I know that Ali already got us started by saying that you're going to Carnegie Mellon. So exciting. Now, if we just hear from everyone else what their plans are post-graduation, if you're planning on going to college, where you're going, and what you're going to be pursuing. Arlette, we can start with you.
So I will be going to NYU Tisch School of Arts, and my major is drama. I'm not sure which studio yet. I'll find out May 31st, but I will be studying theater for the fall of 2021.
So exciting. Congratulations.
Wonderful.
Yeah, Alexa, go ahead and tell us what you're going to be doing post-graduation.
So I'm going to UCLA for college. Right now, I'm a human bio and society major, but I'm considering switching into something that's more of the humanities once I'm there.
Wonderful.
exciting.
Zara, what about you?
I will be attending Cedar Crest College in Allentown, Pennsylvania, and I will be double majoring in chemistry and forensic science.
Nice, nice. So it looks like we have an even mix between STEM-ish and arts-ish. For those of you that don't know, Mary's going to where?
I'm going to Pace University and I'm going to be studying film. And then Adrian, go ahead and talk about yourself.
Going to UC Berkeley, where I'll be studying environmental policy. The major's called Society and Environment, but no one really knows what that is. So yeah, that's wonderful. It looks like we have an equal representation of 2 paths that students at SCPA could take. There's a bunch more paths. These are not the only paths you have to take as a student. But let's move on to the next question. Before we think about beyond, let's think about the past a bit. So we'd like for all of you here to share one of your favorite memories from your time at SCPA. So maybe we can start it off with Arleth.
There's 2 memories that like pop in my mind. The first one was in middle school, and I remember walking out of SCPA, and it was like the first week of SCPA. And I remember thinking to myself, as like I saw everybody leaving like the school, like this is where I'm supposed to be. It was such a weird sensation, and it was like too mature for being in 6th grade. But that was one of the moments. And I think the second one was after our first rehearsal for In the Heights. I was walking outside with Allie, and we were hysterically crying because of how happy we were. And just seeing the amount of talent that was in the room and the amount of passion that like emulated from that room, we just were so emotional. And I remember just hysterically laughing and crying, and it was a moment, but I really loved it.
No,
Yeah.
I definitely, like, I've experienced the same thing. Like, you know, sometimes like I was like maybe sophomore year, I'd be like, ugh, SCPA doesn't have any sports. I'm not going to get the real high school experience. But then like, you know, my choir concert, we did Abbey Road, like by the Beatles. And I remember just thinking to myself, like, okay, this is where I belong. And, you know, I feel like a lot of us here have a similar memory to that. Let's continue on with Alexa. What about you? What is a favorite memory for you?
I definitely miss being part of clubs at SCPA. I miss my Filipino folk team so much, and practicing outside Mr. Swain's classroom with all of our tinikling dances. Our ankles definitely suffered because if you've ever seen tinikling, it hurts when your ankles get clapped in between the bamboo sticks, but it was all worth it. We're all being just chaotic and funny together, and I miss my Papia babies so much.
Yeah. There are really some fun memories that people have had coming out of clubs. We can move on to Allie. You know, tell us about one of your favorite memories.
I would have to say when I was lucky enough to have my first show at SCPA be a chorus line. I think playing Connie Wong definitely changed the game for me. It changed everything. It reminded me the reason why I want to go into this industry, and it uplifted my confidence in every single way possible. Just to have a bunch of people teach me with a bunch of experience and believe in me. I've never been in that environment before, and it was a really fun time. I made a lot of beautiful memories during that show.
And can I just say, as somebody who is in the audience, you did a wonderful job. We can move on to Zara next. Go ahead, Zara, and tell us something that you really enjoyed during your time at SCPA.
I really enjoyed being the German dialect coach for our school's production of Cabaret. It was certainly a unique experience because I've never been involved in theater before. As someone who went to like a German American elementary and middle school, we didn't really have a big theater department. So it was really fun trying out this like new leadership position and like testing out my skills at being able to teach people German intonations, pronunciation, and accents, and especially while singing and dancing. And overall, it was just really fun to see them grow over the course of the production.
I was in the ensemble of Cabaret, and I will say you were a wonderful teacher. I'm not sure I ever got it right, but I think that that's more so on me than it is on you. While we're kind of like reminiscing and like going through the nostalgia and all the great memories that we have here at SCPA. I know that we have a wide range of ages that view the show. We have sixth graders, we have adults, and I'm just curious, if you could go back in time and give a piece of advice to your freshman self. You've learned all of this information. I'm just curious what you wish you had known, and we can start with Zara. Go ahead and tell us, what would you say?
Mine isn't anything deep. It's very surface level because I think overall I've learned a lot, but that was just because of my experiences. So the main thing I would tell myself is learn how to dress yourself, because I went to my German American school was a uniform charter school. So I never learned how to dress myself. And it was honestly kind of embarrassing coming to school, and like thinking back, I just cringe, and I wouldn't want to do that to myself again if I could.
Especially since like SCPA has such an intricate like fashion culture, I'd say like we have lovely people at SCPA just sporting the most wonderful clothes. What about you, Arleth? If you could tell yourself something, it could be freshman year or it could be yourself in middle school, what would you tell yourself?
I've pondered on this upon a lot lately over the past couple months, and I think it would be just to not let like the whole environment scare me so much. It was quite intimidating, especially like the theater community part of SCPA, because like it's like theater is so alive like in San Diego, that it was so intimidating coming in to this program and really not knowing anything, like literally having no experience at all. And I always devalued myself for that, and I always thought that like I wasn't enough because of that, even though I was barely like starting out. And I just wish I could tell myself that like it's okay, just train and just work, and then you get there.
Yeah, I think we all owe ourselves like a degree of grace when we're entering something in surface level, as Zara said earlier. What about you, Alexa?
I would say just stay confident in yourself and your abilities. I think over the course of high school, I kind of developed this sort of imposter syndrome where it became really hard for me to like school. I'm pretty sure everyone goes through that at some point in time, but I wish I could have just told myself to maintain my confidence and to just power through school headstrong.
Yeah. And Allie?
I would say to continue to learn how to live and create for myself, and to do so freely. I found myself having to do a lot of my artistry for validation and for other people. And with that, I kind of almost tainted my own creations, and I never want to go back to that objective of doing stuff for other people rather than prioritizing myself and what I need and my own authenticity. So it's making me emotional, because just seeing how everyone has grown and how we've all grown together. So continue to grow and continue to live freely and love freely.
Absolutely. I think that's really wonderful advice. Now, as I was saying earlier, Allie, you have been on the show before. You talked to a sixth grader. We had these two very different perspectives. And in that episode, you talked a little bit about what the college application process was like, what this audition season looked like. And now that you're through the other side of the gauntlet, can you just tell us, enlighten us a little bit about like what the application process was like for you this year?
Yeah, for sure. I definitely wish I started earlier. So please, if you can, start early. I applied to about 14 schools, a bit here and a bit in the UK. Again, if anybody's watching that wants to apply to the UK, please reach out to me. I'd be 110% down to talk to you through my process, because the UK does have a whole different application system. I had to go through, in addition to my initial application to these colleges, I had to go through a pre-screen process. And at first I was a bit nervous about that because of the money. So if so, save up also. But during these auditions, it really elevated my confidence, and it taught me that I am able, through SCPA's training, that I am able to come into these audition rooms and be myself and really fight for my work and tell them why I chose these choices and why I chose this material. I know for me, I really wanted to come into the room and provoke the panel in front of me and show them like why I'm here and why I want to make more spaces for Asian Americans in the industry because of the lack of representation. It was really cool to hear all these British accents for my UK auditions. I know for Carnegie, I had to go through 3 auditions. So I would say that the best thing that you can do and the best thing that you can do for them is, again, continue to be yourself and be there for yourself. And to do that self-care in between, and to continue to let yourself evolve during that process as well.
Yeah. Ali makes a great point for our juniors that are watching right now. Application season will hit you like a truck. You know, just in a few months from now, in August, the Common App will open up, the UC app will open up. And I hate to sound alarmist to you, but, you know, it is better to be prepared in the long run. I wish I didn't make the same mistake of filling my UC application the day before it was due. That was not the smartest idea. The same question.
It ended up working out in the end, though. I mean, you know, here you are.
Yeah. But that's not something that you should do, though. The next question goes for Arleth. Same question.
What was your application process like? Yeah.
Oh, well, it was quite a journey, I will say. Like Ali, like I wish I kind of started sooner, because I just procrastinated and I like freaked out. I went into freak out mode where I was just like, I hate everything. I hate all my pieces. I hate everything. I literally went into complete freak out mode. And it was difficult because nobody really in my family has gone to college. So it was just like, I was fully going to this process like alone, and I didn't even know what Common App was. So it was really scary. I really wish I would have just prepared more in that sense and trusted myself a little bit more, instead of going into like, oh, this is happening, this is my future, oh my God, there's so much pressure, I'm the first one. And I wish I didn't live in that land as much as I did. So,
absolutely. Yeah, I think that wishing that we had started earlier is something that all seniors can probably agree on. And I think that you make a lot of really great points. Zara, let's talk about your application process a little bit. We just had 2 artists back to back, so it'd be great to hear something from your perspective.
Mine was certainly different. I only applied to 5 schools. 4 of them you may have heard of. The one I ended up attending, nobody's ever heard of. So it was kind of difficult at times to find information about colleges, especially with Cedar Crest College. I ended up having to reach out to my admissions counselor, which I highly recommend doing. And through your admissions counselor, you can likely ask to like talk to a student. And so in my case, I talked to an RA and one of their admissions officers, and that really benefited my process. And whenever I was going through like just the final dregs of my applications in November and December, like knowing that there were going to be these benefits on the other side kept me going.
Absolutely. And maybe would you just like to talk a little bit about like you're going to a more unique school, and I just, for any kids out there watching that might be interested in sort of that path, can you talk about what inspired you to choose that school?
So Cedar Crest College is an all-women's college in Allentown, Pennsylvania. So that's like 2 hours from, I forget if it's Philadelphia or Pittsburgh. I don't know geography on the other side of the country.
Well, you have time to learn, but
yeah, so honestly, when you go to a smaller, like this is a small private school, and when you apply to those, you actually get a lot of help from your admissions counselors, because they have so few applicants. Like in my graduating class, there's going to be about 300 students. There's only 1,500 students at the college in total, including graduate students. So they are really individualized, and they will do whatever they can to get you, especially if you're from California, because I remember recently when I was visiting the college, everyone was surprised that I was just this girl from California. So use your individuality to your benefit if you're applying like across the country to a lesser known college.
yeah, you're like you go to an art school studying creative writing, but now you want to study STEM at a private school across the country in Pennsylvania. Use your SCPA as an advantage, and that's something that you should use to your advantage. Same question goes for Alexa. How was your application process like? I know that you kind of stuck to like California schools mostly.
Yeah, so I only ended up applying to schools within California because by the time I looked at the Common App application, I was like, what? I have to write essays for like a different essay for every single school. So I kind of just passed on that and focused my energy on the UC application and the CSU application. But everything felt very fast, but it was still nonetheless super long. Everything that required writing just took all of my energy. I remember sitting at my computer, I guess about 3 weeks before the deadline, like 3 hours every night, just staring at my essays and how I wrote my awards and activities and just finding ways to make them better and make them show what I want to show to the admissions readers once they review my file. But
Yeah, those PIQs for the UC app, they're terrible. Like, for those of you thinking of applying to UC schools, you're gonna have to fill out some PIQs, which is their version of like essays, but it's basically like a whole essay prompt that you have to fit in like 300 words. So you have to use some pretty colorful language, I'd say.
I'm
And
just going to go ahead and say, so our Beth, Allie, and I, we're all going kind of in a more artistic direction, whereas Adrienne, Zara, and Alexa are going in a more STEMmy, scientific, kind of less artistic direction. But you guys are all here at an art school, so I'm just wondering, for Alexa and Zara, how do you think that SCPA has still helped you prepare both for life and for college, even though you're not pursuing an artistic major? Alexa, we can start with you.
So I think my artistic experience was still really helpful. My art helped me realize some of the questions and issues that I want to explore once I'm in college. Like, for example, I do a lot of my art based around the experience of being an Asian American woman. And I found that that theme influenced not only the work that I did throughout high school, but the topics that I want to learn about in college and the classes I want to take. So as of right now, I'm considering minoring in Asian American studies just because my art has helped build my knowledge in that field, and I want to explore it further.
That's so exciting. Very, very exciting. All right, Zara, let's hear from you. You know, how do you think SCPA has helped you out?
So I just want to start off with saying that I do not regret being a career writing major whatsoever. I really enjoyed my experiences and I learned so much that benefits me academically to this day. Like, it's so much easier for me to write papers for STEM because writing just comes naturally because I've already found my writing voice. And when I was applying to my schools, one thing that really benefited me from being a student at SCPA is that I participated in the Opioid Play, which is a play about fentanyl addiction. And since the organizations that are backing it are the FBI and the San Diego Police's Narcotic Task Force, that was a really big boost to my application because I just got to write Federal Bureau of Investigation as like one of the organizations I worked with. And now that being said, I refuse to do any more academic career writing work solely because it won't make me any money. So even though I really loved being a creative writing major, STEM will actually pay the bills. So I want to do that on the side and I want to keep on writing.
Sounds good. I think that one of the most exciting things about SCPA is the different paths that people can end up taking. Now, you're saying we're all talking about college and whatnot, and I'm just curious, what are you most excited for? We can start with Zara. Just what are you really looking forward to in your guys' college's experience?
So the first thing I'm already preparing for is like decorating my dorm. I already got a color scheme. That's one thing I'm really excited for. But when it comes to academics at my school, one thing that stands out against other colleges is that you get to start research during your first week at college. Like, as soon as they once you get in a lab and they tell you how these devices work, you sign a thing and then you can start research. And so I'm really excited to start getting research opportunities in my freshman year. And so I'm going to collaborate with my professors. That way I can start going to national conferences in my second semester of college.
That's super exciting. All right, let's hear from Allie. What are you looking forward to?
One of the things would be meeting all the professors. I was fortunately able to sit in at a lot of Carnegie's classes and just seeing the way that they communicated with the students and help them build upon their confidence in their artistry was something that really inspired me and really affirmed my reason for going to this institution. Also, Carnegie has this, I would say, devising program called Playground, where students are able to make their own pieces and showcase them, whether it be dance, really anything. And I'm really excited to get into my own works because I've also loved writing also. So to be able to produce stuff in that area, I think would be really exciting for me.
Absolutely. Next, we can hear from Alexa. What are you looking forward to?
I'm also looking forward to decorating my dorm room. I already have some decor and a general theme picked out. I'm also excited to try the dining hall food because everyone says it's super good at UCLA. Not looking forward to that Freshman 15. But anyways, I'm also looking forward to joining like a Filipino organization so that I can continue the Filipino folk dance that I've done all throughout my time at SCPA.
So fun. And then, of course, Arleth, New York. What are you excited for?
I'm just excited for everything. I mean, the move, like the environment, the community. I've never been to New York. I really haven't. It's like one of my dreams since like 4th grade, probably. So that is just so exciting. I'm just so excited to train. Like I just hear about the programs and it just gets like my heart fluttering. I don't even know how to describe it. And it's also like it's not just empty for me. Like I will have been like one studio for 2 years and then I can transfer to another studio for the last 2 years, and like all the programs that they offer and the exchange programs, it's just like there's so much to do and I just want to do it all and I'm just really excited.
Oh, I'm so excited for you. Now, Adrian, if you want to lead us into our next question, that would be great.
Yeah. So, there's a question like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And like, I've always hated that question because I don't have 20/20 vision. Like my vision sucks, like literally. But so instead, we're going to rephrase that question a bit. So instead of what do you see yourself doing in 5 years? Let's answer the question, what do you want to be doing in 5 years? Because, if you ask that question to yourself, you can give yourself an answer, you can manifest that and put that out into the world. So let's start with Ali. What do you want to be doing in 5 years?
I've been thinking of this question also, mostly because I'm pretty sure I want to get my master's right after I finish my BA. But I know for sure that I want to be traveling and experiencing different cultures and absorbing that and putting that into my own work. Just diversifying all the that I'm able to tell. And I want to meet different people. And I just know that there's parts of me that I'll never truly latch onto or understand unless I take the physical step out of my comfort zone. So traveling, most definitely.
Yeah, and same question goes to Alexa. What do you want to be doing in 5 years?
Hopefully I'd have graduated from college and have a stable job. I really want to develop a nice circle of friends and family, both from high school, from college, from job, wherever. And in terms of a career, my interests aren't really fixed at the moment. But if this pandemic has taught me anything, it's that I really hate being alone. So I hope to be collaborating with a lot of different people during my day-by-day work and hopefully maybe get a new dog.
And Arleth, what about you? What do you want to be doing in 5 years?
I have always said this, but I just want to be more than myself and just change and grow. And like, no matter where it is or what's happening, I hope that I'm working and I hope that I'm doing my art and I hope that I'm showing myself authentically as possible and hopefully living in New York by that point as my stable home. So that's pretty much where I'm at.
And last but not least, Zara, in 5 years, what do you want to be doing?
I know for certain that I will be in the middle of graduate school hell. I haven't decided if I want to be in a master's program or a PhD, but to become a forensic science, a master's is the starting degree you need. So I'll be pursuing likely a master's in forensic science or forensic chemistry. I've already got accepted to a master's program at my college. So I know I have a guaranteed master's program. I haven't decided where. And beyond that, I really want a dog, my own dog at my home, because I will have a very hard time surviving college without a dog. And also, I
Yeah.
want lots of plants, and I want to be able to write a lot in my free time when I'm not dying of college.
Yeah, those are all lovely answers, and we here at The Surface wish you the best of your luck in your future endeavors. Mary and I would like to thank you for joining us here on episode 9 of The Surface, but for now, we'll bid you a farewell. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. It was so great to hear from all of you. So thank you, and we'll see you soon. All right, bye.
That was wonderful. Mary, what do you want to be doing in 5 years?
I don't know. I'll let myself 5 years in the future worry about that. How about you?
I don't know, maybe go to seminary to become a priest? That'd be fun. So thank you to everyone who participated in today's episode. Unfortunately, that is all the time we have for today.
So normally at this point we would have our student spotlight, but we actually have something special planned tonight. Since this episode is all about our seniors, we got a bunch of them to share some videos about where they'll be going to college next year. So enjoy this video that Adrian put together, and let's celebrate our class of 2021.
Woo!
Hi, my name is Harley Shepard, and I'll be attending NYU, where I'll be studying music composition with a concentration in film scoring.
Hi, I'm Arvelyn Sicano, and I will be attending San Diego State University, where I will be majoring in nursing.
Hi, my name is Carl Casares, and I will be attending UCSD, where I will be studying applied mathematics.
Hi, my name is Luke, and I will be attending the Juilliard School to study dance.
Hi everyone, my name is Julianne, and I will be attending UC San Diego, where I will be studying human biology. Go Tritons!
Hi, my name is Jeremiah. I'll be attending UCLA and studying microbiology, immunology, and molecular genetics.
Hi, my name is Jack Becker, and I will be attending the Berklee College of Music in Boston, where I hope to be studying music performance, music composition, film scoring, and music production.
Hi, my name is Sophia LaRoche, and I will be going to Cornish College of the Arts studying a BFA in musical theater.
Hi, my name is Marissa Almeida, and I will be attending San Diego State University to study elementary education. Go Aztecs!
Hi, my name is Ethan Cruz, and I'm going to SDSU for theater performance.
Hello, my name is Destiny Parker. I am attending Berklee College of Music, and I will be majoring in vocal performance.
Hello everyone, my name is Alex. I will be attending San Diego State, where I will be studying design. Go Aztecs!
Hi everyone, I'm Bella Nazor, and I will be attending Johns Hopkins University in the fall as a writing seminars major.
Hello lovelies, I'm Aya King, and I will be attending the New School, where I will be majoring in sociology and minoring in fashion.
Hi everyone, my name is Gannon Goebel, and I will be attending the University of Oregon, where I will be studying psychology.
Hi, my name is Laurel, and I will be attending UCSD, and I will be studying human biology.
Hello, my name is Melchia Robledo. I will be attending San Diego State University, where I'll be studying public health.
Hi everybody, my name is Jimena, and I will be attending Point Loma National University, and I will be studying applied health science.
Hi, my name is Alexa, and I will be attending UCLA, where I will be studying human biology and society.
Hi, my name is Zarlinsky. I will be attending Cedar Crest College in the fall, where I will be double majoring in chemistry and forensic science.
Hi loves, my name is Ali Ricchino, and for the fall of 2021, I'll be attending Carnegie Mellon School of Drama to pursue a BFA in acting.
Hello, my name is Arleth Ruelcaba. I will be going to NYU Tisch School of Arts for the fall of 2021 as a drama major, so I'll be studying theater. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Adrian Antonio, and I'm going to UC Berkeley, where I'll be studying environmental policy. Go Bears!
I'm Mary. I am going to Pace University, and I'm going to be studying film and screen studies.
Wonderful.
To all of the seniors, not just the ones featured in this video. We want to thank you so much for sticking around towards the end of the episode. But before we go, you should know about the ways to reach out to us. We have an Instagram account at thesurface.SCPA, and you can also check us out on the student series section of the SDSCPA main stage website. There you'll be able to find all of our episodes, our student spotlight submission area, and our weekly survey.
Speaking of the weekly survey, let's talk about next week's episode. Join us as we speak with SCPA alumni who graduated in 2020 and learn about what it was like having their freshman year of college during a global pandemic.
Thank you so much for watching today's episode. We're so excited to see you next week on The
Surface.